All right, Shalom. I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And today, I just want to hit on a lesson, that's been on my mind. And is, more of just considering the times, man. Jake can't consider the times. He caught up too busy trying to make $100,000. We're caught up in the NFL games or worried about the NBA YoungBoy concert. But you're not realizing that with the state that the country in right now, it could be getting very scary out here soon. And you black Latinos and Native Americans, you gonna feel it first, and you gonna feel it the worst, man. And the Lord, the 2/3 of the black Latinos and Native Americans, y'all are the Israelites, which the Lord he gonna have to punish you because you didn't want to hearken. So this Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20, it says, wisdom cries out, and it says, wisdom crieth without. She uttered her voice in the street. And, that represents the prophets, the men of the Lord that he sent to teach you about his doctrine and the way that you should live, and, they crying out, it's really the Lord crying out so he can get your attention. And it says, verse 21, it says, she cried in the chief place or the concourse in the opening gates in the city. She uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. And yeah, that's what I mean by, you being caught up in the affairs of this world. How long will you, shake off the Most High words? And, how long will you disobey and not hearken to the Most High? And you also got people that scorn, like on Drewski. He want to, scorn at the Israelites. You really just love death, And it says, fools hate knowledge. And that's how you look into the Most High, because you not coming into this holy council. You Israelites, you supposed to be the best nation on the earth, but you not acting like it. So you a fool to the Most High right now. And verse 23, it says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. And yeah, the Lord, he has made his word known to us through by the prophets and through by them preaching on the corners. And he also crying out to you through the prophets, That's why he say, I'm going to make my words known to you. So rather you heard it, which can't nobody really say they ain't hear the Israelites. You heard it in some form, He was making his words known to you. And it says, I have called and ye refused, see? And I stretched out my hand and no man regarded, see? You walking past the prophets, not taking the time to consider what's going on and the way that the Lord wants you to live, or doing what the Lord wants you to do. That's how you looking, You gotta, hold on. It says, because I have called and ye refused, and yeah, you didn't regard the Most High, man. You kept walking, going on by your day, And it says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. Yeah, man, you despise the word of the Lord. You despise not being able to commit adultery or, eat pork. So, because you want to, despise what the Lord wants you to do, he gonna laugh at your calamity. Cause verse 26 it says, I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock you when your fear come. So all them times when the Lord was trying to get the prophets out, when the Lord had the prophets out on the street, and you walked past it, which you didn't know that was the Lord crying out to you, is gonna be the other way around, because the Lord gonna be laughing at you because you didn't hearken. You know, it say when you scared, or when you scared and you need somebody to save you, and you calling on God and Jesus and Allah and Buddha, he gonna laugh at you, because guess what? You need someone to save you, and he already gave you the reason. He already gave you the way, and you ain't hearken, man. So that's gonna be upon you, you know. And okay, I'm gonna keep going. It says, when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction come as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. And yeah, when it's time for you to, really pray, and you really need someone to save you, Most High not gonna come to your rescue, man, cause you despise His word, man. You Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, you despise the Most High word. So in that day, He ain't gonna save you, man. You gonna be seeking, but He ain't gonna be found, because the Lord had the prophets out 50, 60 years, and you walked straight past them, or you laughed at them, you scoffed at them and called them bombs. But then you gonna start to realize that a prophet was among you, man. But it's gonna be too late at that point. So with all that, I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom to the brother laboring worldwide. Shalom to the believers.